Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakak Wadash. I want to give double honors to my apostles and elders of a millstone who teach very well while I learn this truth from. And salutation out there to the hopeful elect who continue to push this word in our truth, faith, and sincerity. And also, shalom to all the men, women, and children who sincerely believe upon the words of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai. Today you can see Esau finally coming out with it, man. As the article reads, new analysts of 200-foot glowing orange UFO revealed. Now these there was finally coming out over the past 2 or 3 years ago. The Pentagon finally came out on the information of these unidentified vehicles, man. But ultimately, these vehicles are identifiable unto us. Why? Because these vehicles are the vehicles of our salvation. You know, the vehicles of our salvation, but also the vehicles of Esau's destruction. This is one of Esau's biggest fear. That's why he got movies like uh just not their Destination Day, Independence Day with Will Smith. When Mars attack, every time they see a UFO, they don't say, "Oh, let's see if it come a piece." The first thing they do is shoot at it, because they know once Yahweh Shai come, he's coming as a angelic being, man. You know. Matter of fact, let's go on to get something before I start off. Let's go to Revelations, the 19th chapter, because when Yahweh Shai come, he's not coming to have Esau with hugs and kisses. No, he's coming with vengeance. This is the book of Revelations 19, and I'm going to start at verse 11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse. And he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness doth he judge and make war. And that's what Yahweh Shai is going to come. That white horse is a parable talk for a UFO, man. You know? Salaki. Because you need to they came by with a souped up Camaro or whatever. But guess what? They don't compare into the technology that the Lord have, man. Because the technology that the Lord is coming with is going to totally outweigh the shit Esau got here, man. Only thing he can do is mimic. And it's not no coincidence that this guy got the space program. All these things he's building and making and signing different legislations to try to fight against Yahweh Shah, man. Let's go ahead and read a little bit more. His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head was many crowns, and he hath a name written that no man knew but he himself. And yes, when Yahweh shall come with his righteousness and declare war upon these Edomites, he's going to come and take away their kings. That's why it says he have many crowns upon his head, man. This beast system that's in power, this beast system that's running rapid upon the planet Earth, Yahweh Shai, is going to come and take all that shit out, man. You know? And again, that's why Esau he tried to downplay the UFOs, and for so many years there was a common myth. But he finally came out a couple of years ago with the truth, man. you know? Let's go ahead and read a little bit of this article. This is a giant UFO picture over Chile in 2010 has been described as genuinely unidentified by alien hunters. Now, right there, this picture came out in 2010, 13 years ago. Why is you not coming out with this information now? And this is not the only picture, but this one thing that pointed out to me. 13 years later, you're going to have to come out with this information, man. This came out today. It says an image appeared to show a glowing orange object hidden behind the clouds and was taken by a family picnicking at the Andes Mountains in 2010. And it says they were surrounded by the clouds, and that shows you that Yahweh Shai is on the scene right now. Let's go back to Revelations 1 and jump down to verse 7. Behold, he comes with clouds. Now again, is he going to come with clouds or he's going to come with that white horse? No, it's talking about the same thing. Those clouds are actually the representation of the UFOs, man. You know, read this again. Behold, he coming with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all the kindreds of the earth shall well because of him. Even so, amen. And yes, because everybody's going to witness Yahweh Shai, even the Edomites. Because the Edomites is the same Romans that pierced Yahweh Shai 2,000 years ago, man. Hung him upon that cross. And the Lord's going to come back with vengeance. The Lord is not going to take out Esau in a subtle way. No, the Lord is not going to let Esau just be taken out quietly. No, this destruction or this passing of this kingdom is going to be a magnificent event for the lack of battle words. And Esau is going to prepare for this magnificent event. How he's going to prepare for it by doing this space war. Matter of fact, it's going to jump back into the article because this is Esau' biggest fear, man. Matter of fact, this ain't the one. But it's just the spirit Pentagon leader. The Pentagon always come with what? War. The Pentagon don't deal with diplomats. The Pentagon deal with bombing niggas, man. And also they think they're going to try to use the sword against you, have a shot, but you can't use something that's the Lord bless you with. Let's go ahead and get this. DARPA wants new ideas for space weapons. The U.S. Department of Defense want fresh ideas on how to maintain military security in space. So these guys is trying to be superior in space with the military. How can who you fighting against? What's out there? You know what I'm saying? And ultimately, it's Yahweh Shai. I mean, you can see they got the lasers and the robotic mechanisms and all that. Let's go ahead and read a little bit of this. The Pentagon's Defense Advanced Research Project Agency, DARPA, wants small companies to find new ways to project U.S. power. It's like a U.S. military power in space. DARPA, an agency within the U.S. Department of Defense, tasked with researching and developing new technologies. And again, those new technologies, there's a technology trying to fight against Yahweh Shah, which you're not going to be able to, man. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a flawless victory once Yahweh Shah come upon the scene, man. Continuing on, it says, issue a statement outlining how it wants private companies outside of typical base of legacy defense contracts to submit ideas related to space security. The U.S. Air Force defines space security as the degree of control in space of one force over any other that permits the conduct of its operations at a given time and place without prohibitive interference from terrestrial or space-based threats. And this space-based threat is Yahweh Shah, man. Again, these space force, and they had a thing on Netflix with Mike Corral. It was like a little movie, not a little series, little parody. How they're doing, like how they taking that as a joke. But you speaking to these leaders, these military leaders, they're taking this thing definitely serious, man. Again, these guys are trying to get different countries to try to make different weapons to try to fight against the Lord, man. And number one, why are you trying to fight against the Lord if you ain't did nothing wrong, man? Showing you that Esau know that he's going to have to pay for the bullshit that he did. No, Cain shall be judged on sevenfold. And that's how Yahweh Shai, he's going to come and judge Cain. That's why he's shaking in his boots. It says, in other words, DARPA wants ideas for new space-based weaponry that can defend U.S. satellites from being damaged or disrupted by adversary systems, as well as systems that can carry out their own attacks. Yes, man. So they're trying to fight against Yahweh Shai. Plain and simple, man. And again, things like this, a giant chariot over Chile in 2010, you just bringing it out now because you so scared of what the people going to think, man. Because, hey, a lot of people are interested in UFOs. Now, they're interested in space. For a lack of better words, a lot of people are looking up at the sky. Why? Because everybody is looking for the return of Yahweh Shah, man. Let's go ahead and get something real quick in the book of Acts, the first chapter. Because, again, it shows you that it's all a build up into our Lord returning, man. This Acts 1 and verse 11. Matter of fact, let me start at verse 9. It says, and we had spoken these things while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sights. There's that cloud again, you know, got beamed up out of their sights. And while they looked steadfastly toward heaven, he went up, and behold, two men stood by them in white apparel, which also said, ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into heaven? This same Yahweh Shah, which is taken up from among you into heaven, shall so come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven. So how Yahweh Shai, he left on a UFO, he's gonna come back on a UFO, man. And when he's coming back, he's not gonna come back with hugs and kisses once again. No, he's gonna come back and judge these Edomites, man. And everybody that follow after the same banner. This is Zechariah 5:1. Then I looked, then I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. And he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. Now, again, that flying roll is not talking about a dinner roll. No, that flying roll is talking about a UFO. Because you have to realize back in the ancient world, it was no true way you can describe these advanced vehicles, man. Even Esau can't describe them. That's why he called him a UFO, unidentified. He can't identify him. Even back then, when you go into Zechariah, you know what I'm saying, in the book of Revelations and plenty other times in the scripture, when he was talking about a flying road or clouds, it was actually talking about Yahweh Shai, horses in the sky, chariots, that they came and lifted up Elijah. They were talking about a UFO because they couldn't describe it as, the vehicles that we see today. Let's go ahead and continue on. Then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off on this side according to it, and everyone that swerveth shall be cut off on that side according to it. And Esau, they pointing at you because you stole, didn't it? Then you be swearing on the Bible and stuff like that when you get inaugurated in. So the Lord is going to get ready to repay you. Continuing on, I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief. Babylon, that's the house of the thief. This is the main stage the Lord is going to use to make his return, man. Continuing on, and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof. So the Lord is going to come and take this place out, man, until it's nothing but dust and ashes and smoke, and rightfully deserved, man. Because even though those chariots are going to get playtime too, hey, the Muslims are going to get playtime, man. You know, Ultimately, they're going to come and cleanse this earth from all its wickedness. And what Esau is going to try to do to stop this cleansing, he's going to try to fight. That's why DARPA and the Department of Defense is trying to create new weapons, lasers, chemical weapons, and anything else to try to fight against our Lord, man. But you will not prevail. Let's go to Revelation the 12th chapter, because this war in heaven that's written about in Revelations, it's not talking about something that happened in Genesis. No, this is talking about something that's going to happen in the future. That's why Revelations is in the last book, for the lack of better words, man. And it's going to be revealed very soon. Revelations 12, and I'm going to jump down to verse 7. And there was a war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought in his angels. And a part of Esau having angels is those different military vehicles that he have in the Space Force. Because yeah, you got the bomber and stuff like that, different drones that the Air Force drive, but they have the next step of vehicles that they're going to try to use to fight against the Lord. And not only those vehicles, they got satellites out there and everything to try to defend this wicked kingdom. But nothing you can do, Esau, to stop prophecy, because it's already written in biblical prophecy for you to get taken down. It says, and they prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven, showing you the return of Yahweh Shai and the return of the UFOs is ultimately the end of this current system. It says, and the dragon was cast out, that old serpent, which is called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out the earth, and his angels was cast out with him. So guess what? Ultimately, the end goal of the Space Force, the end goal of America, and the end goal of the Department of Defense is going to end with ashes and smoke, man. Because the Lord is just going to come back and zap you as a simple commandment. He pointed out, and the Lord is going to hit you guys. And he's already written too in the book of 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter, how these people that's in the military, you're going to be so afraid, but you're going to yet first fight, man. Because once you see how those vehicles are not, it defies the laws of gravity. It don't fit Isaac Newton law of theory. You know what I'm saying? For the lack of better words, these people are going to be shaking in their boots. But ultimately, they're going to have to do this to fulfill biblical prophecy, man. So yeah, I can just a quick little video. I pray it was edifying when it say call Allah Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Lakakudash, Shalom.